Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I will be sharing something that I don't share very often, but I thought I would share this time. I am going to be cleaning my daycare playroom, which is downstairs of my house. The kids are sleeping right now, so I have about an hour and a half to get this done, and I want to give it a really good deep cleaning. We just finished having lunch, well, not just finished having lunch, but we had finished having lunch and I had taken them up for a nap. So it's a little bit messier than usual, what it would look like at the end of the day, because typically I'll come downstairs after lunch and after they're down and tidy it up. But I haven't done that part yet, so I'm going to be cleaning it up. But also another thing that I'm going to be doing is changing up some toys, which I usually do once a month. I bring out some new toys. I don't change all of them up, but I will be bringing up some new toys and decorating the room for fall. So currently I don't have too many decorations out because through the summer we're in and out and holidays and all this and that, and then September has been really slow with starting up. There was some change around. Some kids had left for school and new kids starting, but I'm going to hit the ground running next week with a full capacity. So I thought I'm going to take an opportunity and get everything done for the month of October now, so that way next week I can just focus on the new enrollment. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. This little area is my food serving area, and also I keep my bucket with all my circle time stuff and my summer buckets there as well, because I prepare my food upstairs and then just bring it down and sort it out. I don't require too much space. I'm also changing out the names because I have the new enrollment starting, so I needed to change out the names. I printed all my labels on a chalkboard cardstock from the Dollar Tree, and then I just chalk their names on it and tape it to the file folder. Over here on an angle, it's a little bit hard to see what I'm doing, but this is where I keep all the diapers from the kids. I also keep wipes and bibs and things like that, so I was just changing out labels and putting new diapers in. This table has been so hard to keep clean, so I actually went out and bought trays for the craft time, but I used my floor steamer to loosen up the paint, and then I used a little scrubby to get the paint off from Pampered Chef they use for the stones, the little brown square, and it had worked really well. So if you have an issue with acrylic paint being stuck or glue being stuck or anything, the steamer does loosen it up really well. I used to have a handheld one, but it broke and I couldn't find a new one, so I used the floor one. Now I'm changing out my calendar, just changing up the look of it and getting it ready for the rest of September and beginning of October. After I was done doing that, I went on changing some toys. I like to keep like toys together, so that's what I was doing because the kids don't necessarily clean up that way. And then I also like to change out my dramatic play area where I took the tool set out and then put the kitchen. I will be putting in the kitchen because it's fall harvest, and I think kitchen is a good choice for this season. Okay, so it's all done. I'm going to take you a little bit on a tour. I have shown this before of different how I set up my crafts area and my circle time area. I can link up the video, but this is where I keep my everyday craft supplies that I often reach, like glue, paints, kids scissors, some bowls, extra paper, whatever, because kids can color at any point throughout the day. It doesn't have coloring is not an or drawing is not an organized activity, so they can pretty much do that at any time they want to. Over here I keep all my weekly crafts. Now I have started setting it up for the month of October, so I have purchased a couple things and I'm sure I'm going to be adding more stuff. I have picked up these wooden ghosts. I think this was from, yes, Dollarama, and then the pumpkins from Dollar Tree, they can paint them, or I was even thinking about I picked up these decorating kits still last year and they can do that for them. I think that would be a good idea. So I like to have a good amount, probably about 20 to 30 different, well, I would say 20 different crafts in here to choose from. And I set them up in like little kits, and I'll put like painting with marbles, right? And then like I have a cutout leaves, and then they can paint them with marbles. And then I have like already set up, where is, just so I can show you like a little kit of stuff that they can make with this one. So just a little bit of a prep work ahead of time. I did post a couple videos last year how I assembled all these kits. If I have a fall one, I'll link down below. I know for sure I have a Christmas one. And then I just have paintbrushes and markers go here. We took them upstairs, and then crayons. And then moving over here is my easel, which we do painting at least on the easel at least once a week. Then I have my sensory bin, and I just put the Halloween shapes for now, but I will be doing some corn with some, I'll add some measuring cups in here and stuff like that. And then we got plasticine, and I will be making my own Play-Doh, just because this one's almost at the end. I always have these on hand, but I do like using my own Play-Doh. And then I have some rolling pins, cutting stuff for Play-Doh for them to play with. This is where we keep our weekly crafts, and this is more of my area with all the lunch supplies. And then over here I have separated month worth of circle time supplies. So we're currently working on weather, because weather's changing. So but then the next two weeks will be fall and harvest, so I have all of the supplies for that. Weather should be at the front. And then I have Thanksgiving, because we have Thanksgiving coming our way, and then Halloween takes up about a good 2 weeks of stuff. And there's all sorts of, there's sight words, there's little poems, feltboard stories, all sorts of stuff here to choose from. This is stuff that I use, and a lot of the books that are in there aren't for them to have in a book center, because they like, some of the little kids like to break them. And then over here I have all my homemade games. Like it's pretty much a number matching. There is a little scarecrow puzzle, and then there is the season sorter, which you have to, my stuff got wet, good thing there was all laminated, but just a little match games, because most of my kids are, an average age is 2. And then this is just going to represent the season. I like to change the season. When I used to do it weekly, but it just got way too busy to do it weekly, so I do it seasonally. And I put these lanterns that I picked up at the Dollarama a few years ago, and I just like adding them. I think it'll add a really nice touch to the room. This is our letter, word, and color. So we are starting up, because I have a whole bunch of new kids starting, so we're gonna start at the beginning with the letter A, just some words with letter A, our word of the week, which starts with letter A, and then a color. And then over here is my weather and calendar wall, which we use every week, every day I mean. And then over here is all the books that they can look at and a little book center. So that's about it. I thought I'd give you a little tour and how I set it up for fall. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos daycare related, let me know down below. I can certainly provide you with that because that is my full-time job. So until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching.